Hey everybody, my name is Chris, and welcome back to my channel after a long hiatus because you are watching The Sinner's Rant. Thank you everybody for joining my channel once again. As you're watching this, if you haven't noticed, I haven't posted anything in a very long time. And to be quite honest and to be very frank, there was a lot of reasons why I didn't do so. Vacation, graduation, job application, I'm running out of Asians. Anyways, to continue with the format, or explain the format rather, I want to talk about how I'm planning to make these videos a little bit more informal, rather than me just preaching at you with bullet points and fully summed up arguments. I really want to get back to the root of what I was thinking of and making this really simply a rant of my own personal thoughts. And hopefully you guys can resonate with those thoughts and hopefully as well find some flaws or maybe some holes in my thinking so that you can also have a discussion with me and we can actually learn some new things together. So without further ado, let's go ahead and talk about today's topic, which I have been thinking about doing for a long time. It's always been lined up to be part of the first season because I think if we don't get past that, we can't really move forward into other discussions. And the topic that we're going to talk about today is stop blaming the devil.
So what are you, like the devil?
What?
Now I know what you're thinking. You might be saying, but Chris, the devil is our enemy. But Chris, the devil is out to get us. But Chris, the devil made me do it. And to that I say,
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I just want to get this off my chest and say, first and foremost, to say that the devil has power and to say that the devil is this really strong entity that is God's opposite and has the ability to thwart his plans. Are you serious? I don't want to sound offensive, but are you serious? If you think about the theology that we pose and the gospel and its message, it should be plain as day to you that the devil doesn't legitimately have any power to do anything to you, even if he wanted to. I hear so many preachers talking to young people or to people who are having a hard time in their lives and they're saying the devil is working in your life. You're letting the devil take over and tempt you and make you do all these things and make you sin some more. And again, to that I say,
Oh, right. So the devil made you do it, did he?
why do I laugh at these things and find them very amusing? Well, for the most part, I think it takes out the element of responsibility in the Christian and human life. Everything that we humans do, we say, every choice, there is a consequence. So why can't the same be said for Christianity and our own actions? Why do we sometimes assume that there is a opposite entity out there who's trying to get us and make us fail? To be honest, I think the only thing that makes us fail is ourselves. If you look in the Bible, there's countless examples of people of God or men and women of God making a choice, their own personal choice, that reflected on the outcome of their future. There was nothing in there that the devil physically or personally did to make them stumble, to make them fall, to make them sin. At best, the only thing that he's ever done is tempted people. It happened in the Garden of Eden. God didn't say, why did you let the devil mess up your life? No, he said, why did you sin? He didn't put the devil into the equation. It was Eve who did that. This isn't against women, okay? I'm just saying simply what she said is, the devil made me do it, and God said, no, that's not a good excuse. I told you not to do it, you did it, therefore, you pay the consequences. Plain and simple. A big proponent of the gospel is that Jesus Christ came down from heaven to save us from our sins, to defeat death, and ultimately overthrow the enemy. Now, I don't want to get too technical with theology here. All I'm saying is, if Jesus did that 2,000 years ago, why are we still giving the devil that power today? I guess the question is simple. Did Jesus defeat the devil or not? And to make things even more confusing, there are a lot of Christians, like myself, who believe that the devil, Lucifer, and Satan are all three different things. I don't want to get too technical. Don't call me a heretic because I haven't even explained that part yet. I just don't think it's important for this discussion right now. All I'm trying to say is, it doesn't make sense how Christians claim that God has victory, that God is all-powerful, but yet they let this other entity known as the devil thwart every little thing in their lives, when in reality, it's their own dumb decisions to blame. Now, granted, not all decisions are stupid. Some of them are actually used, or in fact, all of them are used to teach us something that we can use in the future. So, at the end of the day, whether you make a good or bad decision and whatever consequence comes out of that, isn't that not what God wanted to happen in the first place? Just because to us it seems like it's a bad thing doesn't mean to God it's a bad thing. And you're making it worse by making it seem like God is kind of surprised, like, oh my gosh, the devil actually did something to you. I didn't see that coming. Seriously. We all know, or for those of us who are really into the Christian faith, we know that God doesn't work that way. He's all-knowing, and everything that we do works to His favor and to His plan and to His benefit, whether we like the outcomes or not. Don't you also find it funny how we talk about the devil has been defeated? There's that song, Shout Unto God by Hillsong, but then we conversely have other songs talking about how the devil is giving us hard times in life, when in reality, if we think about it logically, the one person you really should be blaming is God, because the only example I have in the Bible of God allowing the devil to do something is in Job. And if that's the case for every single instance that the devil does something in your life, I don't think he does, but let's assume that that's the case, well then you should be blaming God for letting the devil do some bad things to you. So is God really that great? It puts a lot of holes in your theology if you think that the devil is able to change God's plans, mess your life up, continually want to devour you, as the Bible verse says in 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8. I'm not going to go into specifics, but just know that at the end of the day, I really don't think he has much power, and we give him too much credit than he actually deserves. The ultimate question is this: if Christ died for our sins and defeated the enemy, is the enemy defeated or not? There can't be any caveats, there can't be any exceptions, there can't be any things that we're waiting for to happen. That just doesn't make sense, because then Christ really didn't defeat him then, did he? Of course he didn't. Just kidding. No, we know that Christ defeated him. So ultimately, the devil doesn't have any power, and every time we blame him or try to put the blame on him, we're simply taking away the personal growth and responsibility from ourselves in order to be a better Christian and a better follower of Christ. So please, stop blaming the devil, because with all confidence, I can say he definitely does not have any power. Thanks for watching. Well, if you guys like that new and informal format, I encourage you guys to like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and if you have, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new content out. And please, if you're actually interested in talking about this stuff, or have friends who are interested in talking about this, have them check out my channel. And rest assured, if you contact me, I will be able to have a decent dialogue with you.